Welcome everyone to this part 1 of What If BFDI Was Voted to Save. We all know that BFDI up until post-split BFB, it was voted to eliminate. But then it changed. What if from the start it was voted to save? Will a lot of things change? Well, let's find out. Oh, right, if I sound weird, it's just because I just got my braces 2 days ago. So I hope it doesn't sound too bad. Of course, the voting style wouldn't change that the grapes are up for elimination. I know you might argue with me, but I think Leafy, Queenie, and Ice Cube would be the first one safe, since they got the most screen time on this episode. I also think Needle, Tennis Ball, and Teardrop would also be safe since they are also quite light. And Rocky. This leaves the bottom 3. And I think safe here would be Flower. I know you might argue with me, but even though she was one of the most disliked competitors, she got a lot of screen time this episode. And I think she would be safe. Now it's down to Golf Ball and Snowball. I think Golf Ball's here because she got very little screen time. And on the screen time she got, she was shown to be very bossy. And Snowball, the same deal. She got very little screen time. And he's very mean. Which, let me guess, people don't really like. Yeah, this wouldn't even be close. Snowball and VFDI was very, very disliked. So yeah, goodbye. I don't really think much would change here, since Needle pushed Snowball and made him the first out of the challenge. In fact, I believe that this would give the grapes an advantage. Anyways, the cherries are still up for elimination. I found this elimination quite easy. Anyways, Bubble and Pencil are the first ones to be safe since their alliance would make them pretty liked. I think Pen, Eraser, and Fiery are also popular enough, followed by Blocky and Pin. So this is our bottom 3. Match only ended up here because she had to split votes with the alliance, so that's why I think she would be safe. Final 2. Let's see who'll leave. But first, let's see why they are here. Spongy, it's seen as very boring, and Woody is basically scared of everything. Even though you might not support this opinion, I think people would want to see more Spongy. And even though this would be very close, Woody would be out. Again, nothing would change much. Since, Pen and Blocky cheated, their scores got down, and they're up for elimination. Obviously, first one safe would be Bubble and Pencil because of their alliance. Even though they cheated, Pen and Eraser are still quite liked, and I think they would still be the next one safe. Because of her screen time with Pencil, Match would be the next one safe. And so are Fiery. He might have had very few screen time, but he has enough fans. And now we're on the bottom 3. Even though Pin is quite disliked, she is not as disliked as the other 2. She's safe. Blocky is here for cheating, and Spongy's here for basically not doing much. Of course, Blocky's out. Is it me or during BFDI? If you cheated, you were absolutely doomed. Again, it wouldn't change much. The cherries would still lose the tiebreaker and be up for elimination. Whoa, I'm getting tired of this. But still, Bubble and Pencil would be the first one saved because of their alliance. This might sound weird to you, but because of the cake that Pin made, I think people would want to vote for her more, and she would be safe. Followed by Fiery and Eraser, who got more screen time this episode. Uh-oh, bottom 3. Anyways, I think Match would survive because of the same reason. She might have to split votes with her alliance, but she's still pretty liked. And now it's between Pen and Spongy. Pen is here because, according to the announcer, he's boring. Plus, he cheated, and we know how people feel about that. And Spongy is just boring. Of course, Penn survives. I think people would stop giving Spongy opportunities. This would be the first time the elimination changes. Snowball isn't here to push the team of Needle, Ice Cube, and Coiny out. So, yeah. Snowball, which will be replaced with Flower, his team is up for elimination. Yep, let's begin. Of course, this is already the bottom three. But Rocky's a fan favorite still, so he's safe. Leaving it to Flower and Golf Ball. Flower's here because she's seen as mean, and Golf Ball's here because still she doesn't receive many screen time and she's seen as very bossy. But still, Flower survives. Golf Ball gets too few screen time. Oh dear, I forgot the other episode. Well, Pin would be out, so that's better. Well, it's episode 7 now, and the Grapes still win, and they choose Fiery. I'm not going to try to prove anything because, well, for the other episodes to work, the Cherries have to lose. So the Grapes are getting a rejoin. Let's skip straight to the final 5. I think Golf Ball and Spongy wouldn't make it, sadly, because they didn't receive much screen time on the other episodes. I think it would be a close final 2, though. But I think that this time Pin would win over Blocky. Why? I think the creators would give her more screen time this time compared to the others, so she wins. Now let's split the teams. Again, Leafy and Rocky are team captains, and Leafy chooses first. I think she would choose Pin because they're allies, and Rocky would choose Tennis Ball because they're friends. Leafy would choose Icy because she feels bad for her, and Tennis Ball would pick Coiny since they're also friends. I'm pretty sure Leafy would choose Teardrop because they're friends, and another name would choose Needle because they see that she's athletic. And lastly, Leafy chooses Fiery, and another name is stuck with Flower. Anyways, I think the Squashy Cherries would still lose. Even if Snowball isn't there to tangle them, let's see why. Fiery's still here to make the Squishy Cherries pay attention, and Needle can run pretty fast. So yeah, I believe they're UFE. Of course, Leafy is the first one to be safe. And I think Teardrop too, she would get enough screen time. Okay, bottom 3. Pin is here because she's seen as bossy. Icy's here because she doesn't bring much to the table. And Fiery, he made his team lose. I think Pin would be safe for 2 reasons. The first one is that she's friends with Leafy, which would give her boost points. And she just rejoined. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think all of the members of the team Squishy Grapes would vote Fiery over Ice Cube. So, bye-bye, Icy. Even though Ice Cube isn't here to make the Squashy Grapes have a decent amount of water, they would still be safe. Because another name, since Golf Ball isn't here, wouldn't shed a single tear. So they're up for elimination instantly. Yeah, without a doubt, Rocky and Needle are the first ones safe. Which leaves to the bottom 3. Coiny, because, well, he's left Fiery, and people like Fiery. Flower, since people see her as mean. And Tennis Ball, since for some reason, when Golf Ball leaves, Tennis Ball instantly gets much more disliked. I don't know. This might surprise you, but I think Flower survives because she gets a whole lot of screen time. The Cherries got the most water on the tank thingy. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they would appreciate some intelligence. I guess this is the end for Coiny. This challenge would be pretty hard to measure, but I believe it would mostly stay the same. Another name is added for elimination. Yeah, this is pretty easy though. Rocky's the fan favorite, so he survives. And of course, even though Needle might slap you sometimes, they would of course pick her over Flower. Hey, well, at least she did much better than the original, actually. So, see you when part 2 comes out. Bye!